Versatile shooter, defender, two-way player, as you love to call him, Ernie.
You know what you named two, Kenny? You're going to take it to 5. I'm going to give you 3 more. Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
Tough as nails with a growing offensive
like him.
game. My homeboy down in Orlando, Victor Oladipo.
Ooh,
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Atlanta Hawks today. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. For the season series between these two teams, the Pistons came away empty-handed in the last matchup against Atlanta. That loss pulls them even in the season series at 1-1. This game will be hard fought on both sides, no doubt.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Bazemore at the 3 spot. And guys, Andre Drummond has made quite an impression in the early stages of his stretch. Clark, we were just talking about that. Greg, I don't think anyone felt he would have such an impact this stretch.
Yeah, I mean, he's already a mountain of a man among boys. I mean, it's hard to believe when you look at this guy out there. He's only 22 years old.
Korver, good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Jackson. A 29-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And for Reggie Jackson, the league is going the right way in terms of his skill set. Everyone loves the guard who can shoot well enough to bust the zone as well as make plays for others and at the rim. And Jackson is that guy.
He's off on the 7th. And back to Jackson. He really took on the playmaker role after being traded to the Pistons. As a Detroit player, he averaged over 9 assists a game, Clark, which would have put him 4th overall in the league and have been for a full campaign.
Loved his aggressiveness, which led to opportunities for his teammates, but it also led to turnovers. That part of his game, he's got to tighten up.
And here's Korver from the arc. Korver missing again. For Detroit, they're gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And you gotta love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
Bazemore misses.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And he isn't the biggest body at 6'8", but Paul Millsap very effective.
And part of his being underrated and underestimated, I think, is due to that size. Folks are finally starting to come around. That kind of production he's put up will make that happen.
He misses the free throw.
And Millsap with over a 7-foot wingspan and also just a great nose for the ball. He gets you rebounds, blocks, and he leads all power forwards in steals pretty much every season.
Morris, no good.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And stolen by Drummond. And here we go, the Pistons fast break, and Ilyasova throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And speaking of Millsap's defense, I mean, he can switch out and cover perimeter players as the statue gives him that versatility. But,
you know, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, this guy screams screams potential at you. I mean, perfect size and length and speed for a two-guard. He plays both ends. Right now, it's all about consistency for him.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for T. Here's Schroeder. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. On the topic of Caldwell Pope, he's the kind of guy who needs a year to feel his way around. In college, Greg, you may recall he showed dramatic improvement between years 1 and 2. The same thing has been true in the pros.
Yeah, and he has everything going. I mean, excellent outside shot, tremendous defensive tools. He just needs to add some strength and stay in attack mode to reach the next level in his development.
Morris right side. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Schroeder up top. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Denver.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
Jackson misses.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
1 second left. Shot is off. Tie game in Detroit. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
The Pistons shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Scott is out there with Splitter. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you could see right there why he does.
You just said the Pistons had a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And that last replay courtesy of Pia. And so the ball out of bounds. Splitter touched the lane.
And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. He's been a factor for them over the last month. 3rd in rebounding. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
Tell you what, man, he has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. He goes after it. That's why he's one of the best rebounders in the game.
Brandon Jennings is checked in for Reggie Jackson.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in a good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind, know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then also just the niftiness with that tip in, just a quick touch, again, before the defense knows what hit him.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Splitter, and it's sent back by Drummond. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Pistons on defense. It's stolen by Morris. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. For Atlanta, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measures 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan. And he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friend.
Hawks shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Count the bucket.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the court, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletic.
You talked about the raw physical tools. When you factor in the 2 things as a big that I really value, great hands and quick feet. And he's got that going for him. So you can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Well, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
Different look here for Detroit. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Ilyasova comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And it's Johnson in for Morris. It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved coach of the year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done, taking the Hawks to the top of the East, a few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, you know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio. But he is really out there redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
Teague to Bazemore. Millsap passes to Teague. Moves back up, and it's denied.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
They'll get another chance. Detroit leading by 6. Jennings dishes to Baines. Jennings kicks to Caldwell Pope. Off target from outside. Korver passes to Teague. Great pass to set up the lay-in. In the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Trust me, he's getting it done. Even though the numbers may not reflect it, this guy is making it happen.
Jackson and Caldwell both the guards. Ilyasova out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. The Pistons leading. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And now a 6-point Piston lead. Atlanta's shooting at 36%. They really seem how to sink offensively.
Jeff Teague, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, blow by, and get right to the rim.
The Hawks trail by 3. And it's sent back by Morris. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Hobbs in the layup for 2.
You guys, Jeff Teague, an attack guard. He's just an average three-point shooter, but he gets to the free throw line at bunches, shoots at a high percentage, and has really revolved, I think, into one of the elite point guards in the league.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for the Pistons. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Kyle Korver. Here's Schroeder. That's good. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And it's Drummond missing.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Pistons leading by 3. Drummond dishes to Tolliver. Takes the 3. Rebound Atlanta. Bazemore's got 6 rebounds now with a nice touch off the glass.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. Hawks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Teague for 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Peter passes to Bazemore. Here's Millsap. Can't get it to go. The Pistons go the other way with it. They host the 76ers after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Morris, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Schroeder. Good. Schroeder's got 6 points.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
Tolliver, no luck. The Hawks have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. And he can't get the first one. A different look here for Detroit. Ilyasova comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And it's Johnson in for Marcus Morris. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Korver's checked in. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's Jackson. No good off the back of the rim. It could go. No good on that last second attempt there. It's still. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Hawks leading. A moment now to reset the lines. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta. Teague and Korver are the guards. Splitter is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Bazemore at the 3, the small forward.
And guys, you got to love the front court for these Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Al Horford and Paul Millsap both give up a few inches in terms of height, but you won't find a more skilled and versatile front court in the NBA.
Missed a chance to put them up 3. That's going to affect how they set up on defense this trip now.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
Korver gets a wide open look. Nails the 16-footer. And the Hawks lead by 2. Well, speaking of the skill of the Atlanta front court, their offense predicated on ball movement and spacing and shooting. Unlike San Antonio, Horford and Millsap a perfect fit.
Really, those two enjoy playing together. Excellent chemistry between them because they're both mobile, agile, skilled, big guys.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Johnson. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Schroeder's checked in on the wing. Korver. It's Millsap with the drive, and he jams it with authority.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Now the pass to Baseman. Here's Splitter. A stupendous finish and trap. Splitter's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
And they've controlled it. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
That Kearson can't move forward. Really gave you a good look at the action. No good on the free throw. And the Hawks making a change here. Scott's checked in. That's off as well. So he misses both. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Jackson dishes to Caldwell Pope. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Checking out the game Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has had. He's got 10 points and several assists.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity too that he brings to the floor. Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He told us, guys, I know we can do this, fellas. Let's maximize every possession and get after it and just watch. Things will go our way. Kevin?
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. Caldwell-Pope, not enough on that one as it misses. The Hawks leading by 4. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Your pass is going to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Detroit, no good that time either.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And it looks like they left the defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut back down to 6 after the bucket from Drummond.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're in front by 6. 109 left in the fourth. Al Horford, he's checked in for Scott. 109 left in the fourth quarter. Horford takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, this just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.